in this morning's Transparency Tracker, a group digging into government spending is focusing on Portland residents not getting the same bang for their buck as other metro areas.
Jeremy Portnoy of Over the Books joins us live with a breakdown. And Jeremy, what did you find?
Well, in Portland and South Portland, if you have $100 in your wallet, it's actually only going to buy you $95.33 of goods and services. That's according to the Department of Commerce, their latest data. That's pretty bad. It's the worst in the state of Maine, one of the worst in the country. But the rest of the state has it pretty rough too. There's actually Bangor is the only metropolitan area in the state where your $100 is going to get its full value and buy you more than $100 worth of goods.
So we're talking about purchasing power, the real value of $100 in a city. Tell us more about that.
Well, Portland's purchasing power is much lower than the national average, which is $106.11. And if you look around New England, it's one of the lowest here as well. There's only 5 regions where the purchasing power is lower. Boston's the worst at about $89. But even some big cities pretty close to here, like Philadelphia, they're getting more value than Maine. So it's not as bad here as somewhere like California, New York, cities like Seattle and Boston. They can only buy about $89 for their $100. But somewhere like Arkansas, Oklahoma, they're going to get all the way up to $123 of value.
What does this mean for Maine residents and their financial status?
So we know that in 2023, Maine had a big positive net migration, right? There were 11,000 more people that moved here from other states than left. Texas gained the most people, but Maine's actually growing at a faster rate relative to their population. So in general, when the state gets bigger, prices go up and your purchasing power goes down. We're starting to see these really expensive states like New York and California. They're starting to lose residents over the last few years. So we'll see if that ends up happening in Maine in the future.
And can we expect this trend to continue in the future?
Yeah, well, that increasing population, right, is going to increase home prices, which is then going to increase property taxes. We know already, the latest data we have from the Tax Foundation, in Cumberland County, your median property tax payment is about $4,400. That's about triple the national average. So we know we have surveys from the Census Bureau, 35% of people that move, they do so to find cheaper housing. So that's another factor that could end up slowing this population growth over time.
All right, Jeremy Portnoy with Open the Books. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Sounds good.